I can
Um,
see your whole head.
this movie, Mesquite was filming, I think, um, right before or right after Scream. So the same year. This is about
96?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think he was doing them either like one right before the other in the same year or at the same time. But in this movie, he's got like some facial hair, so I think it was like one before the other. But this is like basically
Hmm.
Skeet plays like a form of Jesus where he can heal people with his hands. And this is
Oh.
what I got signed at Horror Hound, and it
He
had
didn't
a
do
very
that for
nice.
me at GalaxyCon.
Actually, when I took him this, he was quizzing me on what lines he had in this movie, and I was like, "Don't you know? Because you were in this
He
movie."
was doing like the horror movie, like trivia game, like Ghostface on the phone.
Yeah. So I don't know why I'm like holding this up like this. I need to find the case for this.
Yes.
So I'm a little upset. Anyway, so what? This is our round three, take four, take five of trying
I
to get
know.
this to record. I don't know how this is showing up for you. We're just gonna look at the ceiling for a minute.
Oh, that's fine. I love that ceiling. It's a very horror movie.
I know, just like the scary basement that I'm in. The scary basements.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We bought him today. We're gonna name him Leonard.
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 Okay, so what isn't each mask from a certain character or something? It's like one belongs to each character. Like one of them belongs to Billy, one of them belongs to Stu. Is that one of them?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
the other one was the other worn out one was Mickey Altieri and the lady from Roseanne. Remember what's her name? Mrs. Loomis?
I know who you're talking about with the short
Yeah.
hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was like Billy Loomis, Stumacher, and what was her name? Nancy Loomis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I
And
think
those
so.
are like from the original trilogy, but I think Roman Bridger had a mask in Scream 6 too, but it wasn't like as distressed because it
Ah.
wasn't like as old.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and basically like they count down like cuz Scream 6 they put the killer's masks from Scream 5 like they started at 5 and so it went down from like Richie to Emma Roberts or whatever. What was her name? Like Jill Roberts and then Roman
Yeah,
Bridger. So
Jill.
they went down and the cop FBI guy is like, "Oh, what happens when he gets to 1?" Do you know the ending of that movie?
I think so. You know what? My homework is because I have seen the first and second Scream repeatedly, and
Hmm.
I've watched all of the other ones. But as far as memorizing them, the last the last ones, that's going to be my homework for the next couple of days. So now that I have a
Yeah.
TV again, is going to be rewatching all of the Scream movies. Which
Yes.
I'm excited for. I'm excited to if I could sit down and watch any movie after 4 months of no TV, it would be one of the Scream movies. So yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
So I guess we'll tell the audience that we're gonna have this live stream slash podcast. It's gonna be called the Ghoul Next Door. So the Ghoul. And we're going to be talking about like horror, like fun things in pop culture, glam, dark humor, like anime, because we're going to have Leon join us next time we do this.
Yeah.
And basically, we're going to start out watching the Scream movies. So when you see us again, we're going to be watching the one from '96. Not watching it, actually. We're just going to watch it and then we'll tell you
And
how
then
we
talk
feel.
about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then we'll provide
we're,
commentary.
we're just gonna be a live stream of Scream just on
Oh my god.
Instagram. Just
How do they do the watch alongs like on YouTube without getting like a copyright strike?
I
Because
don't know,
like
but I think
anytime I even mention like another like piece of like
yeah.
pop
I
culture,
mean,
I
I
get
could just
copyright strike.
in the background just have Scream playing or something.
Ooh.
What are they gonna do? I like
Is
if
that
it's like
Woodsboro High?
right. Um, no, I was about to get Scream 2 because I think I can rent it for like $1 on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
So
So that will be
we shall.
happening in the third episode, right? Scream 2. Like, even though I'm so tempted to like
So
talk about all of it like right now, but we can't. We have to
yeah.
restrain ourselves for
Well, Leon's
Leon.
not here, so
Yeah.
he chose to go have dinner instead of being here.
He chose food and survival over the ghoul next door, like the award-winning podcast. Emmy winning, or wait, no. What's the one that's on the internet, like Webby?
Webby. I don't know. I'm excited to talk about other movies too. Like especially like I
Yeah.
said, I have not watched any TV for over 4 months, so I'm really excited to catch up on all of the B horror movies that are currently on Tubi and Pluto. Like I'm excited to
Yeah.
see what's on and what I've been missing out on. I need to see Weapons, and I think there's
Mm-hmm.
a couple others that have come out. Oh, the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. I have not
Mm-hmm.
seen that yet, so
Everyone
I
hates
have
it, but I did not mind it. I kind of loved it.
to be honest. If I had to pick one to be eliminated from that time period, because around that time period it was Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Faculty, there
That's
were a
another
couple
good
others
one.
that came out, My Bloody Valentine, like all of those sort of high schooly horror movies came out at the time, and I Know What You Did Last Summer would probably be the one that I would eliminate, honestly. Like
Really?
the yeah, I just not,
The original and everything?
it's not like horrible or anything, but if I had to pick,
Yeah,
because there were
that
so
would
many
be
that
the
came
one.
out.
The other
Yeah,
ones were just that good.
yeah, I don't know. It was like playing on repeat, like on Tubi or Pluto for a while, like months
Hmm.
back, and I probably rewatched the original probably five
Yeah.
times, like within like the course of a month, and I was just like, I'm not. Let me put on The Faculty, please. Like, let me just please, like, I just. It's
Yeah.
not horrible. I'm just like,
The
I
faculty is
don't know.
so good though. And wasn't it Kevin Williamson, or am I thinking of something else?
In The Faculty,
Or like who was it, Wes Craven that directed it or anything? Or was it like,
I'm scared to minimize this live and check what happens if
hold
I
on.
minimize this.
I can Google because I have what we call a laptop right here.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
where I put my laptop. I put it down somewhere down here, but it is. Let me see.
And you also like Trick or Treat, right?
I adore Trick or Treat, but that was like I think early. That was like 2010s, I think, or just
Hmm.
about 2010s that came out. So that
Yeah.
was a little bit newer, slightly newer. Oh my god, yeah, that is
You know
by far.
another
I
one I
love.
want to mention? The other one
Yeah,
I want to mention is When a Stranger Calls, like from
let me look it up.
2006 or whatever. Oh my gosh, that was like so scary.
Yeah, let me. Maybe that's one that I should catch up on because I don't think I've seen that since it came out, actually, and I know they remade it, or that was the remake, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we watched it in
Right.
theaters and I didn't expect it to be that scary. Like, and when she gets the phone call at the end and she's like, the call's coming from inside the house, like, I almost like shit my pants.
Not for $4 on Apple TV. I'm gonna wait till it's.
On clearance. Maybe a
It was
layaway.
free. It was free 4 months ago, and I still had access. Oh, it's on Tubi. Just kidding. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah. But yeah, no, I am excited to talk about the Scream franchise and the other franchises as well, the standalones,
yeah.
you know, 70s, 80s, 90s, the current ones, the shows. Also, I have some favorite horror shows as well. Although I do prefer horror movies over the
Yeah.
shows. So
What do you
I
think
found it
of
to be pretty.
Scream, the TV show?
I never saw that. That came.
Really?
Oh, what was that on Netflix?
I think so. It wasn't great.
So I I watched, what was it, Bates Motel?
Hmm.
That was like,
Oh, that was a good one. The show.
how, really? Because
Hmm.
I'm extremely picky with my shows. For example, the only horror show that I like is, what is it? It's the Mike Flanagan show, House, how not House on Haunted Hill. Yeah, the Haunting of Hill House. Haunting of Hill House is the only horror show I've been able to tolerate. I don't have patience.
Oh,
Like I can't. I'm
yeah.
sorry. But if you guys have recommendations, I will sit down and watch them. But to do it on my own, I'm like, someone's
What
got to give
about
me a good recommendation.
what about shows that are like, oh, I just had like a really good question and then I forgot. um, like true crime and stuff. Do you like true crime?
Yeah, what like True Detective and shit, and like when they do the character studies of like
Mhm.
serial killers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, love that. Yeah, True Detective was one of my favorite shows. I do like that. Yeah, I do. I'll do that for sure.
Yeah. We just will have to talk about it in a different kind of way because in those cases it's like real life people, real life like victims and stuff. So
Yeah. Well, I
what
know
about
they
like a show
do.
like the like Ghost Hunters or whatever, like with that Zach guy? I don't like those. I think they're so fake.
I have. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get my little light on. Maybe that will help down here. Um, hold
Someone
on.
said, "How about
So
ghost stories?" Actually, that's my mom.
the
Hi, mom.
the um the ghost hunter like type shows I have not really watched, and I don't know if I would like them or not. But the film like that I absolutely adore, like Grave Encounters, what is it, Hell House, like all of the documentary style, we're gonna go and look for a ghost, we're gonna go see what's going on in the spooky
Hmm.
house. I am a sucker for those movies. I love them so much. Like I like that is my guilty pleasure for sure. Cannot get the light working, so we're gonna be in the dark still, so
My
I'm
mom
not
said
really
she
sure
loves
what's going on.
ghost stuff too. And actually, what's kind of cool is we had a neighbor when we lived in Mesa, Arizona. Her name was like Kelly. Shout out to Kelly Elliott if she's watching. Um, she owns like an antique store in oh, I forget where it was, like Tombstone, Arizona, or like something. I don't know. Maybe my mom can tell me. But there was like a building right next to it that's like supposedly like really haunted. So she was in one of those episodes with that Zach guy. You know who I'm talking about with the glasses, and he like goes around and like tries to talk to ghosts.
I think so.
And it's like the biggest one that they have. My mom says she has a ghost in her house right now. That is
Is
not
this your
good.
mom that with us?
Yeah. You don't remember what? Remember Kelly? She went on that show, the Ghost Hunters or whatever, and then she even did like radio shows and like stuff promoting it. Like it was like a big thing. But yeah. And so in that case, I'm like I like that story just because I feel like when it's someone that like you've actually met in real life and like your neighbor, you wouldn't expect for them to be like lying to you or whatever. So like in that episode, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it must like be real because this lady was my neighbor and if she says it's happening, then it's happening." And I'm like,
I believe it. And full disclosure, I feel like at some point I'm going to end up talking about like my time living in California and where I was living and how there was
"Yes.
all of that really spooky stuff that was going on.
Why don't you
Not now,
talk
but
about
I feel
I'm
like
like, why do you want to talk about it now? That is like
I'm
such a
like,
captivating story.
let's talk about Rachel's cult experience. That was a complete accident. That had the spooky spirits wandering around everywhere. I feel like that would be, if we went and talked about, movies like Midsummer and
Oh
stuff
my
like
god, yeah.
that, like that would fit in, or like Get Out, because like my one friend, she was like, "You were literally in Get Out," and I was like, nah, "No, hello, like with
There's
my
a few
family,"
changes.
but like.
Like that is a famous like like black horror movie that is actually so
Yeah,
good. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
And you know
yeah. What
that
was
like the
the
sequel to that was actually filmed here in Santa Cruz, like 30 minutes away at the boardwalk.
wait? What scene? Get Out. Like, was there a second one?
It was called like Us, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Get Out and Us, and actually, he
Mm.
made a third one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like the spaceship alien one. Like they were out in the west or something. I forget what it's called. Will you look it up for me, please?
What shall I
the
Google?
um the guy that did Get Out and Us, he made a third
Oh,
movie, and I a lot
Jordan
of people
Peele.
hated it. Yeah,
Jordan
it was like the
Peele.
spaceship one, and a lot of people didn't like that movie. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so cool. I love sci-fi, like sci-fi
Yeah.
horror, and right up my alley. I thought it was great. So,
And my mom just pulled up. I'm just like, my mom said this, but like, I love her so much. Like, she's my best friend. So, like, I'm going to respond to all of her
and you're
comments.
supporting us, so like that's
Right,
cool.
I know. She said Demon House is by her. That's the actual real life house that was in Gary, Indiana. And like they tore it down
Oh,
since then, but they have like a movie about it and stuff and a documentary because like the lady that lived there, like she kept reporting like these crazy things happening like but like crazy like flies like flying around
yeah.
like and for like no reason. Oh, thank you, Mama. And hello, horror addict. Hopefully we can give you your fix of horror.
So wait, let me stop you because is it just my phone where I'm totally clear and you now you're fine? Never mind. I just because we've
I
had
think
so
it
many
like goes
technical
out.
issues. But yeah, because we've had so many technical issues. Meanwhile, my battery is
Mm.
running out very quickly. So like,
Oh, I have mine charged.
okay,
Oh,
I just
my mom said that the
oh,
lady's kids were possessed in that house. Like there was so much like crazy stuff that like they actually went and tore it down because of everything that was happening. And that was right in Gary, Indiana, the same town where
I
Michael
think
Jackson is from.
wasn't that one clown serial killer from? There's someone
He
else
was
from
from
Gary, Indiana.
Chicago. John Wayne Gacy. He was
Isn't
from
someone from
Chicago.
Gary though? I swear someone's from Gary.
I don't know.
Whatever. We're like straying
There's a
us now. We're
lot
gonna
of
be talking about
murder
like
in
real life
Gary.
serial killers. Like,
My mom said yes. So apparently there
yeah,
was like a killer.
yeah,
It
from
and
Gary, Indiana. Yeah.
I've seen like on
This
those
is
true
not what we're
crime
gonna be
shows.
talking about. This talking about real life crime is not what we're gonna be talking about. We just
Right.
straight off onto a subtopic
We have
somehow.
like ADHD. Let me see if I can get us back on track. So the vibe
Yeah. What
here is
were we?
gonna be horror meets glam. We'll have spooky stories, laugh. We're gonna have like our community. Hello, Joe. Uh Joe, wait. Joe I Step Monsters? Okay. Hi to
I know
you.
that.
Like your name is like really difficult to read, but hello to you.
You're gonna scare all my people away.
No, 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 no. I love it, but I just couldn't like my brain for some reason like didn't see like the separate
I
words.
conveniently have this light on top of the thing that says how many people are here, which is really good for me because I don't want to
Mhm.
see. Because this is the only way to record is doing it on live.
I can see and it's like 1,200 people. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh my God, can you imagine all of a sudden it's like 1,000 people? Like just like that.
I'd probably just like throw my phone out the window. See ya. Good luck, Eric. Have fun.
Oh,
Like,
it's gonna be a solo show. Honestly, I talk so much I probably could do that, but I just don't think anyone would be
yeah.
interested. Like, and I guess I should mention you were like the inspiration, like you're like part of the
Aw.
inspiration for like me wanting to do this, like just because I guess I can tell everyone like how we met because
Yeah.
me and my friend Leon went to GalaxyCon and we were just kind of like waiting around. I had a photo op with Skeet Ulrich later that day or later that night. And so I was just kind of walking around and it wasn't packed like at all. So you could literally just like
Yeah.
walk right up to like anybody you wanted and be like, hey, how are you? Like, and they would let you say hi and stuff. And then I was over and I saw Joey Fatone, and then I was just staring at him like, oh my god, it's Joey Fatone. And then like I saw you next to me, and you're staring at him, and you're blowing on that thing with your autograph from Lee.
Wait, can
And,
we? Okay,
and I remember, I think I
blowing
complimented
on
that or
that thing.
something.
Okay, let me clarify what thing I was blowing on, please. Which was this.
Oh my god, I'm so
This.
sorry. This is not
Let
that
me
kind of show.
for everyone. My NECA that I have been
Yes,
trying to get completed. I had Lee had just signed down here, and when I previously had Rose sign it, I
McGowan.
closed it quickly and it smeared. So I was standing there like a dork, just with this open and trying to get this to dry.
You're like,
This is what I'm
I'm like, tell me who you were blowing. Lee Waddell. This guy. That's who she was
Yeah,
blowing, is this guy. No, but that was cool. But then I go and say hi to him, and he's pretty much like, whatever. I was like, hey,
yeah,
what's up? And he just like did the like, what was it? Did you say like peace or like a hang loose or like something? And he's like, what
yeah.
up? And I'm like, okay, Mister, like too good. I'm just kidding. So, do you want to tell me like your most memorable, like something memorable from your childhood that got you into like all of this stuff? Like, do you remember the one thing that like got you started?
So, I think it's gonna probably be a tie between Casper and Jurassic Park. And I know that Jurassic Park is not technically a horror movie.
It's
However, I
scary.
it especially when you're a little kid, because this is I'm talking about the original Jurassic Park that
Hmm.
was what, early 90s,
It was
mid
like
90s.
93 or 94 or something.
93, and I most like I think I saw that, when I was 6 or 7 years old, and I saw that after I saw Casper. Casper was the first scary movie I ever saw, and I ran out of the theater like in the first scene, and that was it. And after that happened, my parents were so mad at me that I ran out of the theater. After that, I was begging them to buy me the VHS of Casper because I had to see what was going to happen next. And I
Wait,
don't
so
know,
you
something
left the theater and never came back? You're
I
like,
was so
peace
scared.
out, mom and dad.
I was terrified. I was terrified. But then
Aw.
I had to see what was going to happen next. And I think when I say Jurassic Park, like the like thriller sort of aspect to it, and that heightened emotion and like the stimulation like that gets you going, and you want to see what's going to happen next and who's going to
Yeah.
make it and who knows how to survive. I love it.
Yeah.
Like I love it. I love the creativity of the horror franchise as a whole.
Mhm.
And again, I know Jurassic Park is not technically horror, but it is scary.
It
Like it
is
is scary.
scary
I'm gonna
because imagine like having like a dinosaur like that's like 100 feet tall or
yeah,
however tall they were, and you're just like trying to
right.
run from it and you have no chance. But they do have little tiny
Yeah.
arms like T-Rex, so maybe they won't be able to like you know pick you up.
I know, but
But you remember in the
still, like
beginning of that movie when like it was like outside and like the trees were like shaking. Do you remember
yeah,
that? I couldn't
yeah,
watch past that part for like the longest time. That scared the living bejesus out of
yeah.
me.
Yeah, like the horror movies of the 90s, like I know like we're a little biased cuz like that, millennials and everything, but
Yeah.
honestly, like 90s horror is like where it's at. Like I will stand by that like no matter what. Like
I
the
feel like
70s
those
movies are
dinosaurs in
great.
that movie looked more realistic than the ones now.
Then
Because
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
wasn't it all
But
practical? Like, did they have the ability to do like digital like things like that in the early 90s?
I mean because like honestly when I rewatch the first Jurassic Park and even the third one, and by the time the third one came out, like that was already we were much further along with like CGI and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I
Practical
think
effects are so
they
much better.
no they did a fantastic job in the first Jurassic Park. Like
Yeah.
um like for I've gone back and rewatched like Titanic from 97,
Hmm.
and they really had to really tweak that, I think, with the CGI effects and that to like keep it up to date. And I Jurassic Park is held up. So whatever they did,
Yeah. But
great
I
job.
think my
Like
mom and along with a bunch of other people that were watching it in theaters, like they would get like seasick because it was like a big screen, and like it
yeah.
like I remember my mom telling me that like everybody was like kind of like getting sick, especially like at the end where like the water's
Yeah.
flowing in and like all that kind of stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
glad I didn't see it in theaters. I probably would have peed my
I
little
saw it in
pants.
theaters. I sat 2 hours when I was like 7 or 8 years old and watched Titanic in theaters with my aunt. Yeah.
Does she cover your eyes when the boobs showed up?
Yes. 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 She made me and my little cousin cover our eyes in those two scenes. So
Ooh, draw me
yeah.
like a French girl. That is so fun.
But
What
even
if
that movie
he turned it
that movie
around and
freaked
it
me
was like a
too.
stick
Like
figure?
no, like the whole like the shit like the ship sinking and people drowning and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like that scared me. I was like freaked
Hmm.
out that my house was gonna sink like when I got home and stuff. Like
Are you gonna run into an iceberg?
yeah, seriously. No, but yeah, no, I think that was definitely the start for me, and it's just
Mhm.
continued, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the same story for me. Like I
Yeah.
could literally copy and paste like your like childhood love of like that kind of stuff to me. But like I had
Yeah.
strange like it was all over the place. Like I would love Scream and Ghostface, but then I would love like being Posh Spice with all my friends, like you know, and like the pointing and
Yeah.
stuff. So like there's like a large part of like the horror audience that is LGBTQ, and like a lot of the things are like queer coded. Like even sometimes they say like Matt and Skeet were like gay together just because it was so like they were, you know what I mean? Like they just had like that
Yeah.
like homoerotic energy.
Yeah. No, I've heard that there like the movie is, and I don't, I have no idea like what's true or not because I've heard so many different stories like from cast and from like fan fiction and fan stories and
Mm,
whatever. And that was one of the supposed like metaphors or whatever, was that it was an analogy for like a gay relationship or something like that. But I don't know because I've
yeah,
heard other stories too on what like if there even is like a background or if it's just strictly this is just a slasher movie. So it's been like, and I don't think it helps either. Like when some of the actors, as in like Matt and stuff, like make
they play
jokes like
into it.
about like what it's like. So it's like
Yes,
so. I
they
think it
lean
kind of
into it
leaves
for
all of
sure. Like they'll
us.
call
Yeah,
each other like baby and stuff. But I really need to meet Matt because like you and like all the other people
yeah,
that were there like met Matt, and like I totally could have, but for some reason I was
yeah,
just like I want to meet Skeet Ulrich because he's like Billy Loomis, you know, but like
yeah,
Matthew Lillard's Matthew Lillard, and like
yeah,
he has so many like cool I don't know what like Scooby Doo. Yeah, Scooby Doo.
yeah,
You have Five Nights
yeah,
at Freddy's, which even if you don't know
yeah,
like the lore, I found it very easy to follow. Um,
yeah.
they didn't hit you over the head with like all the lore about all these like Chuck E. Cheese robots that were possessed and like
Right.
and then by the end
Yeah,
when the killer is revealed to be Matthew Lillard and then he like unmasks himself and he goes like that kind of thing and he's like, "Oh, I always come back." I was like, "Oh my God, Stu is coming.
yeah,
He is on his way home."
yeah. The callback and everything like was really cool. I think he had like his filmography is fantastic and everything,
Mhm.
with 13 Ghosts, and
It's like a whole
I'm gonna recommend.
range.
Yeah, the range is great. It's not just one like just horror or anything like
Yeah,
um and I think he's really great in person. Like of all the people that I've met, like he's been one of like the most energetic and genuine people that I have met, and it's
yeah,
like made it, because that's not always the case. Like when I go and meet people, it's really nice. If I'm going up and like spending my time to go meet someone, if they actually do want to have a conversation, that's
yeah.
great, and that makes it worth it for me. So
Even like
yeah,
Joey Fatone was a lot like that. Like,
yeah,
but I don't think I'm gonna go do another like photo op because I didn't find those to be like personal at all. I didn't know it was gonna be like
No.
that. But like if you pay for the selfie and the autograph, like you have more like one on one with like, the actor or whatever. So I'm gonna do that next time because if I didn't go up to Skeet Ulrich's like booth and like introduce myself and say hello and this and that and take advantage of that, I would have felt like I didn't even meet him, you know,
Yeah.
because literally it was what, like 3 seconds of time when we all went into the booth together. They took the picture, my mouth was open, and like they're like, okay, get out of here. And then I lost my phone, had to go back into the booth, and then luckily I found the phone, but still, it was just like a hot mess. Like when we met
Yeah.
Joey Fatone, it was so much more fun. Like, and that was another thing. That's what like sold me on like how awesome you were, is because I didn't have any money. I had my partner pay for like the experience that I had and everything. So I didn't have like any extra to like meet any other people that, that I would want to. And so you're like, "Do you want to do the selfie with me?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, do I ever?" Like, and then he let me do one with a mask on and like stabbing him. And remember he
Yeah.
did that face and I didn't even know he made that face. He was like,
I know. I love that. I love when they
yeah.
like make faces. Like I don't realize it till after because it makes the photos just better and everything. But like I don't know. That's one of the reasons I like the show so much is like the people that I've met at shows and the
Hmm.
friends that I've made. It's not just like for me like about meeting celebrities and getting all of the people that are there too, like other fans and like
Yeah.
and like whatever too. Like I've made some of like my closest friends
Yeah.
like going to Comic Cons. Like that's
Hmm.
one of my main reasons for going is for meeting people because they're the only place. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this: the only one that I will probably never return to is Steel City. I'm so sorry, but like I will not go
Hmm.
back to Steel City. But all of the other ones,
Where's Steel City? Is that in like
like the
Illinois?
that Philly, they have two
Oh,
locations. I don't know the other one, but one's just outside of Philly. Um, so probably not again, but most of the other ones, and I will say Fan Expo really, Fan Expo and MegaCon were a little rough.
what do you mean by rough? Like just like not a big budget or what?
Very very difficult to navigate. So like only way I would attend ones like Fan Expo and MegaCon again are only if I have VIP because I'm not trying to have heat stroke or pass out or
Yeah.
get stepped on and all that.
Was it
You know,
outside?
no, they just like those two. I think MegaCon it was like something like 100,000 people.
Oh my
The Fan
God.
Expo that something like 60, 70,000 people. So it's just people
On one
they're
day
bringing
or
the
the whole
EMS
weekend?
for the whole weekend and like
Oh
people
my
were
gosh.
passing out from heat exhaustion because they didn't have proper ventilation in there. Like they had
Mhm.
EMS there every day and it was just like
Oh my gosh.
I'm not
They're
trying to
gonna get
like I
sued.
understand a certain amount of stress but not that much. I don't want
Yeah.
that much stress. Like
Right. It was kind of like that. I went to DragCon. That was my first convention ever. Was RuPaul's DragCon in 2019.
yeah,
And I know we're not talking about like drag here, but at that convention, like I had never been to one before. I was so nervous, like, and I was shyer at that time, so I wasn't really putting myself out there to like meet other drag fans. I just kind of like went and stood in line and met who I wanted to meet, and then like we left. So I didn't really like meet anybody there that like wanted to do a podcast with me about drag queens. So to be
mhm,
honest, like that Galaxy Con last month was my first like horror convention. Like I've been a horror fan since I was like 5 years old, and I've never been to one until then.
yeah. This is why you guys should come with me to Monster Palooza
Hmm.
because that's going to be an actual horror show, and the vendors at horror shows are
So much better.
amazing. Amazing. Like the stuff that they have there, like that is one of the main reasons that I want to go is to like go and actually buy stuff at the vendors because
It's
whenever I
actual
travel,
horror like focused, right?
Yeah,
It's
like
not like a
all of the
mixture of
tables.
like, oh, like William
Yeah,
Shatner and like the girl from Hocus Pocus
yeah,
and like where it's kind of like
because
random.
yeah, because like the general Comic Cons like Galaxy Con and Rhode Island Comic Con and Fan Expo and all of those, they usually only have a really small section of vendors that are horror themed.
Hmm.
And like
It's
I
like all
understand because it's
anime.
not like
Yeah.
yeah, which is I mean it's like for the crowd and everything, but like I always like whenever I go to a horror show, I'm like I want that, I'm gonna come back for it, and then I never do. And
Yeah.
now look at me. Now I'm just like so I'm so excited to get there for Monster Palooza and see the vendors at that show.
I hope to God I can go. That'd be so fun. I gotta figure
Yeah,
out
well me
some
too.
way, you know.
I've got the ticket. I just gotta get out there. So
I do know that there's like a concert, or I'm going to a comedy show and a concert next month, with one of my
mhm.
friends. So other than that, but I think that this con is like a week before that. So like, if I can figure it
Yeah.
out, then that would be great, you know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, and plus we need to like meet up again. You're supposed to live in California, but you don't. So
I know. Well, who knows what's gonna happen? I am definitely not gonna be living in my mom's basement for that long because this is
honestly,
not in the
like I would
plan.
kind of like it because it's so big.
It is very big, but
And at least there's a little tiny window for like your cat. Like it's not completely like windowless. If she wants to like go up to the top of the tree, because I noticed you put it under the
yeah, we
window.
are not. Yeah, we are not doing this. Like,
Why?
no, we're gonna be out of here before it snows. Like, I'm not gonna be
Mhm.
living in a no.
Imagine how cold because you're literally underground. Like,
I
ugh,
know.
what the whole
No,
house
minor
falls on you.
setback. I will fix it. No big deal. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay here, like in Michigan. So that's also kind of why I'm like, I wonder if there's a reason it's not working out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
You just are like finding your way, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And
I
then
will say
we'll talk to
though,
everybody about that story of the
my
freaking
crazy
crazy
cult
lady.
story.
Yes. Like, oh my gosh, I've never heard something so bizarre in my life. Like, just every piece of
I,
detail that you told me was like, what?
yeah, and I just feel like some of it would, especially because the administration of this volunteer organization isn't doing anything about it. I'm like, well, I might as well talk about it because, like,
Yeah.
they don't seem to believe me, and it'd make for a great horror story if someone wants to take it and pitch it somewhere. Like, all
Yeah.
right, sounds good. Like,
Like crazy ass
I
pigs and wild animals and like,
I know, and 100 chickens,
I'm like,
like.
hey, you want to talk right now? You're like, no, I'm sorry, I'm feeding the chickens. Like, I'm like, okay, I'll wait till the chickens are fed. You're like, but now I'm feeding the pigs.
Yeah, now I have to sit in ceremony. Sorry, like I can't do anything. Like sorry.
Like this. Oh, that was
I don't
more
know.
Trump, huh?
I know, I know. I will say though, I am grateful to be back here to experience actual fall. The fall season in the Midwest is like
So
the
pretty.
pumpkin patches, the apple orchards, the haunted houses, like the leaves
The leaves
changing,
are
like
like orange and yellow.
yeah, we're
Like,
already starting and everything. Like that's already starting to happen. So I am happy to be able to see that because I was thinking about that. I was like, I'm being in California, I'm not going to see any of this.
yeah.
So I already heard that. I
It
was like,
gets
you guys don't get
boring.
that out there.
And you can't see
Yeah.
earthquakes, so we don't have any entertainment. So,
Oh my god! Wait. Okay. Side note. Side note. When I was driving out there in April, I was driving from Michigan to California, and as soon as I crossed the border from Arizona and like went off, and it was like there's an earthquake, like seek shelter. I'm panicking and like texting my best friend. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm in the car, like
you
I'm on the
can't feel
highway,
it
and
in the car, I don't think.
she's like, don't just keep going. What are you doing? Just keep driving. Like, why are you freaking
Yeah.
out? I'm like, we don't
Well,
have
like,
that here. We have tornadoes. Like,
mhm. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
know, because my mom lives right there in Northwest Indiana, and they get like the worst weather. They get like
yeah,
2012 end of the world weather, and I'm like,
yeah.
it's so
I
scary.
know the floods, the tornadoes. We get like thunder snow, like all the blizzards, just everything except earthquakes, basically. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you choose your
fun.
battles. All right,
I know,
so.
I know.
So basically,
So
every week we're just gonna be doing reviews. Maybe we can do deep dives into like the real stories of like the movies, or like just behind the scenes things. Because I know we probably know so many like random facts about different things. So we're gonna be
yeah,
doing that. So I'm like really excited. I guess we're all gonna choose like what we want to discuss that week and all of that.
hmm
Each of us are gonna have like our own time to talk about what we love the most. Because like me and you are horror like strong, but then like Leon, he loves like video games and like all that kind of stuff and anime and such. So have to like show love to
yeah,
everybody. So.
yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you for joining me and thank you for doing this with me. Honestly, like I was scared, but it's not as scary as I like would have thought. And maybe that's because there's only three people in here. But I am like just looking forward to like posting it and then getting comments like that way. Like the live doesn't matter. I don't even care if like
Yeah,
any of this like blows up. I'm just doing it because I love to, and like it gets me away from just doing school and work and eat and
yeah.
shit and sleep and work and school, so it's always worth it to have something
No,
on the side that you love.
same. Yeah, same for me because it's been, especially like the last 4 months for me have been pretty rough.
Um,
Like what I've been coming out of and everything with that cult and like whatever, But like
yeah.
for me,
Yellow moon. Hi. He
this is
said get
like
it.
just for.
I met
No,
him
but
when I
I
worked
think
at
this.
Total Wine. He's really, really cool. And he has like music, so everyone should go listen to the music. And he has like sensual like music videos like in the bathtub. And I'm like, you know, let's go watch him. He's really good. So
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a really good way for us to stay in touch and everything
yeah.
too, and just to be able to talk about stuff that we like.
That we'd be rambling about
Yeah,
anyway, like in private,
yeah,
you know. So this will be like an
basically.
outlet. Like I lost my insurance, so I lost my therapist. So this can be like the substitute for a little while.
Wait, did you really?
What?
Wait.
No, I didn't. I forgot what we were even talking about, but no, I didn't. If it was bad, I didn't.
That's okay. That's how my platform is anyway, is literally just airing everything out. So
I was gonna show everyone my shirt, but I changed it, and it's not the one that I thought it was. So,
yeah, I was like, what the heck? You just had a different shirt on like an hour
yeah,
ago.
it's like a drag race shirt. That's Jinx Monsoon and Bendela Creme. It was their Christmas
Is
show,
that a
and I
Christmas shirt?
yeah, they had a Christmas show, and for my birthday, my boyfriend got me like really good seats. I was like in the second or third row, so it was like such a good time. But the shirt was kind of shitty, like.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want people to feel free to follow our social, subscribe. I don't know if Instagram has like a bell icon or something like YouTube, but
Oh yeah, we have subscription stuff for people to do that, or you and I can. I think at least
do I have
Leon
to
can.
show any of my body to do that? I'm like, oh, hello, Halloween Demon 101. Hello, Ohio. So I just wanted to like say hello to like everyone in here. Swamps Burn again. Oh, that's an interesting name. Corey Beatty, Ch- Chesan Michelle. Hello.
Corey, is
Who's Corey?
that is that Corey? My
Oh,
old
Corey
poster,
Beatty.
Corey.
I don't know, but let's wave.
I don't
Wave,
know
wave,
either.
wave.
I don't know either because I'm not looking at.
I
We
am.
failed like 5 times to record this on any other platform, so the last results are the final. plan was to do it on live stream just so it would actually record. So
I know.
we
Just
actually
attention
have
to
a
anyone trying to do a freaking recording of a Zoom. Like, I don't know what was going wrong, and I had like my microphone set up and everything. Yours was fine, but I just couldn't hear myself. And that was like, because then it sounded like you were just talking to yourself the whole time.
yeah, and I had a mic, and I wasn't in the basement, and it looked good.
In a really nice
But
little office.
basically, so
Halloween Demon 101 put a peace sign, so I don't know if that means like peace out, like he's leaving, or if it means like peace and love, but either way,
I,
thank you everybody. This was really fun. We need to think of like a catchphrase. Like the ghoul next door where horror lives next
where's
door. Or something.
we need that should be Leon's assignment since he couldn't find time to be here
And he's very
today.
creative anyway.
Yeah.
So, okay, then we'll do that. And next week, I promise we will have like a little tagline. Hi, I'm Eric. I'm an alcoholic.
And what was mine? Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm no longer homeless.
Yes, thank you for joining us, everybody. I am going to stop this now. But have a great night. Bye bye. Peace
Oh,
out.
a minute, but okay. Do you know how to get us out of this?
I don't, but I'm going to figure it out. So just stay there and look pretty.